she said some really horrible things to you. And it's not like when the GU girls lash out, she's your daughter. Right? Of course it hurts.
I think I need to take some time off from Girls United.
Can you?
No.
Jude, what are you doing? Why aren't you taking your math test?
I don't feel like it.
Well, I'm sorry you don't feel like it, but you have to take the test or you'll fail.
I don't care if I fail.
Well, you should.
Why? Why should I care about some stupid math test when Callie's back in the system and you and Mom are getting a divorce? Why should I care about anything?
Jude! We're just going through a little rough patch. We started couples counseling, except now Steph doesn't want to go.
If you don't, you risk waking up one day and realizing there's no us left.
I know, I just don't know how to get Steph to see that.
Tell her.
Don't take divorce off the table. Sometimes people think they can neglect the relationship because we're married with kids, we're never breaking up, but it's not okay to be unhappy.
Parents don't love you more because you're biologically theirs. I mean, your moms, they don't love you because you're easy to deal with or because you keep your mouth shut. They love you because you're you.
Our moms are splitting up.
Why would you say that?
I overheard them and Brandon fighting. He said they were having problems and going to couples therapy.
That doesn't mean they're gonna split up, though. I mean, is that what they were fighting about?
No, they were fighting about you and AJ.
So what did they say to Brandon?
That they caught you kissing. Why do you keep doing this?
Good question.
And seeing you be so kind and thoughtful has made me realize that I think I have more compassion for my adopted kids than I do for you. I think in my mind you haven't suffered as much as they have. You've had a stable home and parents that have loved you and cared for you from the day you were born, and that's not fair. I know that things aren't just great just because you have us. We weren't there for you about Callie. I see now that your heart was broken, and I should have been there. I should have been more understanding. I just always expect you to do the right thing because you always do. And I'm sorry. I've always been so warm and welcoming to all the kids that we've brought in this house. It just never occurred to me that you might not actually be okay. If you don't want your father to foster AJ, I think you need to say something. You have that right. And I'll support you.
Love you, Mom.
I love you.
Carmen and Brooke have been at each other's throats all day. I sent them up to their rooms.
Damn it, keep the girls down here.
Okay, that's enough. Brooke, downstairs now. Carmen, stop. I said enough. Get out of my face, bitch.
Did Rita hit her?
Oh my God.
Michelle,
Oh.
take Carmen and get some ice. Brooke, get to your room right now.
She hit me.
Brooke,
No, Rita.
I never laid a hand on her.
It's true. Rita punched you in the face.
I think Carmen's lying.
I know what you must be thinking.
I'm not.
I did not hit Carmen.
I know that.
I think Carmen's saying that because she's afraid that if it was between the
really
foster
necessary?
kids, she'll lose her chance to go to the army.
The girls are sticking to their story that Rita hit Carmen. Rita was released for the night, but looks like she'll be charged with assault.
I don't believe it. They have to be lying.
I don't know. Rita's under a lot of pressure. Can't be easy dealing with those girls. I think sometimes people lose their tempers and snap.
No, I don't think that Rita's even capable of that. Do you?
I think we're all capable
Not
of
to
doing
the
things that we never thought we'd
the
do.
extent of the damage that was done. A slap wouldn't do
Needle in a
that.
haystack?
I'm not saying it'd be okay if Rita did slap her. I'm just saying. I don't believe that was from a slap. And I don't believe Rita would have punched anybody.
That's Joe Olson, the son of the owner of the SUV that hit the kids.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I interviewed him.
Then how does fingerprints not match?
They didn't find his fingerprints in the car, though.
But didn't you say the guy on the bus was black?
Yeah, but this Joe Olson shows up in this pharmacy at 40 minutes after the accident. I'm sorry, but that's not a coincidence.
And then there was this other home, and we had this foster dad, Jim Pearson.
And one day he was beating my little brother so bad, I had to take a baseball bat to his car to get him to stop. Nothing happened to him. I went to juvie. Judge Jeffrey Ringer continues to block my adoption without considering what I want, and that is what is wrong with the system. We foster kids have no control over our own lives, and it is time that we speak up and we start calling people out by name. That is the only way that things will change, and we cannot be afraid. And that is why I'm telling my story, and I really hope that you'll tell yours.
Should she be saying those things? I don't think you should post it.
It's too late. And look, she already got like 30 views.
What are you doing, Brandon?
What would you do if you were me? Would you love you and all your stories? There is none left, I would die for you. I won't live like.
Alright, so you didn't send it. Good. Alright, so that was the end of episode 8. And in this one we got to meet, sorry, I got like a gazillion pop-ups right here. Alright, we got to meet Rita's daughter, Chloe, which it feels weird saying Chloe because that's my youngest daughter's name. But her daughter apparently has a form of bipolar disorder. I'm sure there's like different levels, or I don't know for sure. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with bipolar. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it except that it can drastically, like their personalities can like drastically change from one second to the next or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But apparently she has problems, and when she gets off her meds, she's like even more paranoid than I guess she usually is. I don't know, but there's definitely strain between them. She blames her mom for her father's death, which sucked, and I don't blame Rita for what she did, hitting, like smacking her daughter when she was saying those awful things. I mean, I wouldn't hit my kid. But I understand why she did it. It was like a heat of the moment, not saying it was right. I mean, it's not like her kid is like a child. She's an adult. But I don't know. It's not right. But I get it. I don't know. It's complicated. I don't believe for one second that Rita hit Carmen. I believe, like what I said, that I think Carmen and Brooke are lying. Brooke doesn't want to get in trouble, so that's why she lied. And I think Carmen is afraid that if there's a fight between her and another foster kid, it would maybe ruin her chances of being able to get into the army, because she has to be good the next couple weeks in order to start her basic training, and it's something that she really wants. So she probably just feels she has a better chance of nothing happening to her chances if Rita is the one who assaulted her and instead of another foster kid. Which just really sucks that Carmen would do that to her, because Rita has been there for her. Rita's the one that helped her get into the army. It just really sucks. I think that they're trying to make it look like it's a possibility that Rita did it because we saw her hit her daughter earlier in the episode, and I don't believe it. I don't know. My heart breaks for Rita, for sure. If it turns out that they didn't lie, I'd be really, really shocked. That'd be like the biggest shock, because I don't believe it. I'm like Lena. I don't think Rita would do something like that. And like I said, it would have to have been like a punch, not a slap, because there's no way a slap would look like that, like a black eye and busted. Yeah, no way. So yeah, so there's that. But Callie, for the moment, is staying at Girls United. She can't go to Rita's, and she can't go back to Steph and Lena's because AJ's there. just, things have just gone to shit. So, we also revisited the car accident. They're trying to find the guy who hit their car. And in the process, they ran around footage of the guy that Steph believed was responsible, but his fingerprints weren't in the car, so they had to let him go. But it is a really big coincidence that he would show up that close to where the accident is. He has that big gash on his forehead, which screams, like he was in an accident, like his head hit the steering wheel or something. So I don't know, but the bus driver's name was a black person covered in blood. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think it's like too weird that the bus driver would remember something, like not just what the person looked like. Yeah, you see somebody covered in blood, you're bound to remember them, right? But to know exactly what stop she dropped them off at, and like, why didn't she report anything? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know. But we also dealing with Brandon and his feelings. I don't know how him and Callie feel about each other. It's really weird. I have no idea if they still in love, or what. But Brandon kind of exploded about them lying to him about their foster license being expired and having to renew it. Their license is good for 2 years. And it's just like, he was really upset about, I guess, them adopting another kid, or maybe he was just upset that Callie kissed another foster kid that was in their home. I don't know exactly why he got so upset about it. Just, maybe he's just tired of them bringing new people into his life and into their home without consulting. Maybe that's the whole issue. I don't know. And are they gonna tell Mike that Brandon doesn't want him to foster AJ? I feel bad for AJ, but I also feel bad for Brandon, feeling like he's being pushed aside because he grew up with loving family, mom and dad. I mean, they're not together, but they're still in his life. And he's been safe and cared for, and he's being shoved aside for these other kids who are getting more attention because they weren't raised that way. And I get that. And I'm glad that Steph has realized that that's the way she's been treating him and that it wasn't right. So, I don't know, guys. Everything's just going right now. So, yeah. Anyway, but I enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions, anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.